Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave,
And I'm Dirk.
and today we're going to take a look at the Drowned City article that was done by Fantasy Flight Games last week. I didn't quite get to it last week, so we're getting to it this week. So it's the latest.
Arkham Horror card game expansion.
Right. So doing the new format, where there's a box for the investigator cards and a box for the campaign cards. And also last week, Innsmouth Conspiracy came out with the new format. So now you can get all the,
Yeah, that was the last one, wasn't it?
yeah, that was the
Yep.
last one of the old format. So now you can get all of the expansions with this new format, which is like, I call it the Marvel Champion style. Much better than I feel than the original one where you had to hunt for, investigator and
Yeah.
um,
Anybody who's ever had
mythos cards.
gone hunting for cards, anything collectible or whatever, yeah, that's what it felt like. Even though they weren't technically collectible, it felt like you were hunting down collectibles.
Yeah, because people would find out they were good hero or good player cards and would gobble up, a couple of the expansions of the campaign that you couldn't then get. And then, of course, when we had the pandemic, it got shut down in the middle of the Innsmouth cycle, I believe. So, yeah, I this is a much better format. They redid it for Arkham and then they redid it for Lord of the Rings as well. But, anyways, without any further ado, let's take a look at the article. All right, so we got the Drowned City. First look at the two new expansions for Arkham Horror, the card game. So nice green boxes. All right, Dirk, you want to read this first part?
That is dead, which can eternal lie, and with stranger eons, even death may die. It was supposed to be one last job, at the behest of shadowy antiquarian Randall Tilligast, who presents them with an offer they can't refuse. Our investigators travel to the South Pacific and the vast, ancient city
Alien.
alien city of Rayleigh. It's ancient too. However, they must explore. For the more they explore, the more terrors they discover. And as a looming sense of dread grows, they find themselves and all of Arkham faced with a colossal threat. The time has come. Cthulhu has awakened, and Arkham will never be the same.
Wait, Cthulhu and a Lovecraft game? No way.
Who the fuck?
Who would have thought Cthulhu would show up in Arkham? Oh,
Yeah,
uh,
that's your turn.
Fantasy Flight Games is thrilled to announce the Drowned City, a pair of brand new expansions for Arkham Horror, the card game. This pair of separate but related expansions sees our investigators exploring the mysterious and deadly city of Ryla as it slowly rises from the ocean depths. Six new investigators from the Drowned City Investigator expansion must scale the city's crumbling foundation, scour the seafloor for alien artifacts, and navigate mind bending machinery and shifting corridors in the Drowned City campaign expansion. As always, you will only find player cards within the investigator expansion, while all the scenario and campaign content is contained within the campaign expansion. This pair of expansions mark a pretty big turning point for the game line. More on that later. But even if they didn't, you won't be able to resist the call of this latest wave of Arkham
So
horror.
now, before we go any further, yes, I love the artwork on this. I want
Yeah.
that on a shirt. Uh, but so now I haven't seen any spoilers or anything of this. Have you seen anything on this so far?
No.
All right, so this is a brand new one to both of us.
Yeah, but we got Cthulhu, so that's cool. And this guy is dead.
I
All
think they're all going to be dead.
Yeah, but all he's doing is irritating him. It's like unless he scratches the itch, or he shoots at the right spot, that
Yeah.
Cthulhu had an itch or
I
something.
don't know. That's got to be one heck of a gun to even irritate Cthulhu, I think.
Yeah, he may not even notice it. That's probably true.
All right. An offer you can't refuse. With the new wave of Arkham Horror, the card game content comes with a new batch of playable investigators. This time around, there are 6 investigators joining the roster, each with their own unique strengths and weaknesses. First among them is Marion Tavares, the drowned, the trawler. The fierce fishwoman lost her right arm to a strange aquatic monster, but that hasn't stopped her from defending those she cares about while sailing the waters of Arkham's shore. While she only has one hand slot for equipping assets, That sounds like that could be a problem.
Yeah.
Marion makes up for it with her inherent affinity for playing events. Once per round, she can play an event, draw a card, and then play another event back to back without needing to spend an additional action. Oh, wow. I'll have a look at her in a second. Since this is a reaction ability, Marion can trigger it after playing any event during her turn, including a fast one, letting you potentially play 2 cards without spending a single action.
Yeah.
So,
One hand slot for a guardian. It's like, ugh.
yeah, I know. So what do we?
So you're gonna have the bandolier just to give her the same number of hand slots that someone starts with.
Yeah, so normally I think we look at the card a little bit later, but let's see, she's got a 2, 3, 4, 3, so it's a standard stat line. But she's a drifter and entrepreneur, 1 fewer hand slots. After you play an event during your turn, draw a card.
That's cool.
Then you may play a different event, limit once per round. Okay.
Oh, so you can't do a second copy of the same event. All right, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Her elder sign.
There's search the top 3, +1, and search the top 3 cards of your deck for an event and draw. So she draws events too, if she gets those.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So she's an event heavy guardian. Yeah, okay.
So I wonder what her build's going to look like then.
I mean, some of those cards from like Rando Cho's, would be good. Because he had a lot of events in his deck.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The boxing gloves and stuff. She could maybe just use 1 boxing glove, right? And she's got 8 physicals.
She'll just throw the other one at you.
Yeah. All right. Marion's emphasis on events is reflected in her signature cards as well. Her deck comes with 2 copies of Determined, a skill card that can bounce back into Marion's hand when she uses it to help herself pass a skill test on an event she played.
Nice. Okay.
This means that Marion can open her turn with Ready for Anything, netting herself a card and a bit of horror healing. Then use her innate ability to draw another card and wall up an enemy with an improvised weapon played from her discard pile. She can boost her combat stat with determination to ensure that the fight test ends in success, and boom, the enemy gets hit. Marion gets determination back, and since improvised weapon was in her discard pile, she draws yet another card. 3 cards drawn, 2 cards played, all in a single action. Wow. Okay. With all this action efficiency, it's no wonder that Marion has a tendency to say, "I'll do it myself," which can definitely cause some issues if she keeps playing events willingly.
So I'm wondering if that "I'll do it myself" is her treachery card.
Let's find out. All right. So yeah, we already looked over this. So we're going to look at Marion's cards first.
Okay. So she's got Determined, which is an innate skill. And if the skill test is successful and it's on the event you played, you may return Determined to your hand instead of discarding it. And it's got 1 wild.
And it's her signature.
Yep. It's 1 of 2. It said she had 2 of them.
Okay.
Right? Wasn't it 2 of them?
She might have 2 copies, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is an event. Play only as your first action. This is Ready for Anything. Spirit, bold. Draw 1 card. 2 cards instead if you draw an enemy this round. Then heal 1 horror. This action does not provoke an attack of opportunity. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. Especially
I do like that.
if you get a villain, you get an enemy during the Mythos phase or something. That's cool.
Okay, and then there's the improvised weapon, which we've actually seen that one before.
Yeah.
But you can play it from your discard pile. If you do, you shuffle it into your deck after resolving its effects, and draw a card. And then as a fight action, the enemy gets -2 fight for this attack. If you played improvised weapon from your discard pile, the attack deals +1 damage.
Yeah. So now this is a survivor card. So we don't know if maybe she splashes survivor or maybe she gets tactics or improvise. We don't see the back of the card, so we don't know what her deck building.
So,
but the fact that they're including this in the article, she probably gets tactics, improvise, or maybe she splashes.
Yeah, well,
survivor.
I mean, I don't know. They haven't been doing as much splashing lately.
Yeah, they've been doing more.
So I'm thinking it's one of the keywords.
Yeah, more. They've been doing more keywords. That's true.
So, yeah, it's a weakness.
Yep.
Okay, so the "I'll do it myself" weakness. So it's a flaw. So Revelation, put it in play in your threat area, and as an additional cost for you to play an event, take a horror. As a fast action, you can discard 3 events from your hand to discard it. Oh wow! So that costs 3 cards to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I mean, she does get to draw cards, but
yeah, but she's good. Yeah, you're gonna be making an event heavy deck with her.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's
her.
get back to her. All right. So the next one is our Seeker, which is Oh, this is weird. Oh, okay. Well, let's get to that. All right, go ahead. Read Agatha.
Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, we're reading the card. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Agatha, she is the parapsychologist. She's got a 4413 stat line, so she's pretty good on the investigation and the willpower. Not so good on fighting, which is on par. But she's a scholar for Miskatonic. As a reaction, when your turn ends, if you sealed, canceled, or ignored one or more chaos tokens this round, play a spell or insight event from your discard pile. So see, yeah, so it's definitely keywording here on her.
Yeah.
Then after that event resolves, remove it from the game. So yeah, I'm thinking she's definitely getting spells here.
So you play it from your discard. Oh, okay, so you get to play from your discard pile, but you remove it from the game. Okay.
Yeah.
And then her elder
And
sign.
then Elder Sign is +2, and you may cancel this token and draw another in its place. If you do, draw a card.
All right. So now spells are normally associated with mystics. So apparently we've got two versions of her. That's kind of
And she's still a parapsychologist.
yeah, and she's still a 4413. When your turn ends, if you sealed, canceled, ignored one or more chaos tokens this round, play a spell. That part's the same, right? After the event resolve,
And this is the same.
you may cancel. Okay, so everything's the same except for she's got Seeker or Mystic. Interesting. So
So I mean, I wonder. So there's got to be some. It's well. Oh yeah, it's the cards. She's either using
it's
Seeker
how
or
you
the cards.
it's
Yeah,
how you build it. But
it's
I
going
mean,
to be
like
two different ways to build
the
the deck.
backs have to be different, because
They do they though?
well, I guess they could be exactly equal, but then it's I mean, what's the difference? What's
I
the
mean,
point
well,
of
the thing
having
is,
what's the point of having a
You
second
get the
card?
spell. You get the spell. The spells come in Mystic, and the
Yeah,
insight tends to come in Seeker.
right. But if
So depending on which one, maybe she gets that back. Now why?
oh, you mean okay, so like if you want to concentrate on insights, you do Seeker. If you want to concentrate on spells, you do Mystic.
Yeah, and I mean she might be able to use both in her build too, to where she can probably or at least like a couple of cards from the other one or something.
Maybe.
But that's what it feels like.
Guess
I'm thinking the build might be the same build.
Let's see if they answer it here.
Yeah. Right. So after Marion Travers, we have the parapsychologist Agatha Crane. Yeah, it's been Agatha all along.
That's right. Different IP though.
As a researcher whose work toes the line between science and the occult, Agatha has two different versions, a seeker and a mystic. Both versions have the same stats and innate abilities, but they differ in deck building elements.
There you go.
Seeker Agatha wants seeker cards and insight events, while Mystic Agatha wants mystic cards and spell events. Each version lets her splash a bit of the other in her deck, allowing you to craft the perfect union of magic and science, regardless of which version you choose to play. So yeah, there is a splash. I wonder if it's like 5 cards or something.
Maybe, yeah, or level 1 and 2 or something, kind of like if they go
Yeah.
back to like the old days or something. All right. Similar to Marion, Agatha's inherent ability allows her to play events outside of her normal actions, though hers are triggered by sealing, canceling, or ignoring chaos tokens, which really good for mystics.
Yeah.
Agatha's signature asset, the Ocola Obscura, lets her seal a numerical token revealed during a skill test. Oh, let's get rid of that -4 or something. Effectively storing it for the
Unless it's a forced on the next one.
yeah, effectively storing it for the next test she performed. Oh, maybe not.
Maybe you want to grab that +1.
Yeah, then everyone else is very happy you took the +1 out. This means that if she seals a particular helpful number on the Cola Obscura, she could ensure that she succeeds the test on correlate all its contents by the exact right amount to get the maximum benefit. Alternatively, she could use the Ocola's ability to ensure she can succeed at Whispers of Doom, potentially taking an enemy out in an instant. Both of these events can be played at the end of her turn through her ability, thanks to the Ocola allowing her to seal tokens. But be careful, once you play an event this way, it is removed from the game. Also, while Ocola Obscura grants Agatha lots of control over her skill tests, chaos can still reign supreme when she glimpses the void.
Ooh, that just sounds like ooh.
Okay, let's look at let's look at her cards. So all right, we've already read the Seeker and the Mystic.
Okay.
Fortunately, it looks like this preview, we don't get to see the back of the cards, which kind of stinks a little
Okay,
bit.
so here's the Ocula Obscura is esoteric eyepiece. It costs it's a 3-cost asset. It's got um, mental. Well, I can't even remember what the stats are. Willpower.
Intellect, and wild.
Yeah, that's what he said. It is an item, tool, science. And then as a reaction, after you succeeded a skill test, if no tokens are sealed here, seal a non-symbol token revealed during the skill test on Ocula Obscura once per phase. And then forced, when you would reveal a token from the chaos bag, resolve the token sealed here instead. So it is a forced.
Okay.
Then release that token. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, and it does take up a hold on, accessory slot, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is a reaction, so you can choose.
Did I say reaction?
I
I
don't.
thought I did.
Yeah. No, just saying you can
Oh,
choose.
okay.
It's not forced, so you
Yeah, yeah,
don't have to put a -8 in there or something, and then below your next skill check.
Well, no, you could pick. You don't. It's not the one you draw. You could
No, it's after you succeed. Oh, if no.
seal a non-token. Oh, revealed during the test. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
rebuilder intent.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right. So we got a secret card here, 1-cost event. It's got a will and a intellect icon. Correlate all its contents. It's an insight card, so this is good for the seeker version. Investigate. You may cancel the first chaos token revealed for this skill test, return it to the bag, and reveal a new one. If you succeed at this skill test, place 1 charge or secret on an asset controlled by an investigator at your location. If you succeed by exactly 1 or 3, place 2 charges or secrets on that asset instead. Okay.
So you could actually seal a fail on the first one.
You may cancel the first chaos token revealed. No, it has to be a non-symbol, the other card. You're talking about this one?
No, for this card right here.
You may cancel the first and
So if it's a failure, you just sure, I'll cancel it. I mean, what's worse going to happen? You fail again?
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
So this one could potentially give you 2 chances to pass one.
Right. All right.
All right. Whispers of Doom. It's a 3-cost event. It's got willpower and strength icons. It's a cursed spell. As a parlay action, you choose a non-weakness enemy at your location and test willpower 3. The test gets X difficulty, where X is or plus X difficulty, where X is the enemy's horror value. If you succeed, defeat that enemy or deal it 3 damage instead if it's an elite. And if you fail, place a doom on that enemy. Okay.
And then we got her weakness, Glimpse of the Void. It's a blunder, insight, revelation. Put Glimpse the Void into play in your threat area. The first time you reveal 1 or more chaos tokens during each skill test, you must reveal an additional chaos token and resolve its effect. And as an action, you can shuffle it back into your deck.
Oh, wow. Oh,
So
that's nasty. This one doesn't go away.
It does not go away.
Since they're learning bad things from Marvel too, apparently.
Apparently so. Okay, that might be. Yeah, we haven't got to that yet. Okay, so we got a couple new cards here. We'll do it when we get to the cards.
All right. So, in addition to 4 other investigators whom we'll preview at a later date.
So we have 6.
Okay,
Or
so
7 if you count Agatha twice, I guess, maybe.
well, she still only technically counts as 1.
Yeah.
Then the expansion introduces a brand new type of player card, specialist cards. These cards function as neutral cards for the purpose of deck building, but you can only include them in your deck if the investigator has at least one of the card's required traits. So, for example, Agatha Crane has the Miskatonic and Scholar traits, while Marion Tavares has the Drifter and Entrepreneur traits. That means that Agatha could add cards like Library Pass and Archibald McVeigh to her deck, while Marion could not, despite the fact that both of them can add neutral cards of level 0 to 5 to their deck. Likewise, Marion can add cards like True Awakening and Nose to the Grindstone to her deck, while Agatha cannot.
Specialist cards add even more options to the cards and provide new significance to your chosen investigator's trait, a feature that they share with elements of the Drowned City campaign expansion. Okay,
right.
Let's take a look at these cards.
All right, so the Library Pass, it's a Miskatonic item. It's a 2-cost asset. Miskatonic Scholar deck only. So you have to be either a Miskatonic or a Scholar. and you can only have one of these per deck. But as a lightning action, during your turn, if there is no asset attached to library pass, spend a resource. Attach a tome asset from your hand to this card. Attached asset takes up no slots. Wow.
Daisy's like, yes, please.
Limit, but she's a scholar, right?
She's, yeah, well, I think so. She's Mystotonic for sure.
Oh, okay. Limit one attached asset.
Yeah, I think she is a scholar.
And then when your turn ends, place attached asset on the bottom of your deck. Oh, you only get it for what you have.
Oh, you get it for
okay,
use, but it doesn't take up a slot.
right?
But just when you thought Daisy couldn't get any more tomes.
Yeah.
Okay, Archibald McVeigh, five XP, costs 4. Intellect Wild, he's an ally. Assistant Reporter Scholar, deck only, uses 4 secrets. You do get +1 intellect. Secrets on assets you control may be spent as resources to pay for insight events you play. Publish or perish, they said. Perhaps we'll do both. So it's 2 physical, 3 sanity, and he takes up the ally slot.
All right. True Awakening, it's 2 XP for a 0 cost event. It's got 1 wild on it, but it can only go into a Blessed, Chosen, or Drifter deck. Choose and resolve 2 of the following in any order. Draw 2 cards, discover 1 clue at your location, heal a damage, heal a horror. Oh, that is so nice.
Yeah. And then we have Nose to the Grindstone. It costs 2, 3 XP. It's double intellect skill. It's a talent. Criminal, Drifter, Entrepreneur deck only. There you go, Siler. Or Silas, sorry. As a lightning action, during a skill test on a tool asset, exhaust Nose to the Grindstone. You get +2 skill value for this skill test. If this skill test fails, either replenish 1 supply on that asset or gain a resource.
Oh, that's nice. I like that one.
Yeah, especially if you got a lot of tools. That's good for rogues for sure.
And they tend to fit those categories.
So we get some weaknesses. We'll get to that.
All right. The Doom of Arkham. So speaking of the campaign expansion, it's time to talk about the elephant in the ring, or rather, the octopus. We mentioned him earlier. You've seen him on the box art, and we've been building up to him for a while. Cthulhu is here. He's kind of a big deal. I love the art.
Excellent. Okay, so it all starts with one last job. You and your fellow investigator, that's not ominous at all. You and your fellow investigators set off on an expedition to the ancient alien city of Ryla, which has been slowly emerging from the waters of the South Pacific. Kind of like a giant internal or something, or celestial, coming in the middle of the ocean. You travel there.
Nobody will notice him.
Yeah, nobody has so far. You travel there at the behest of Randall Tillinghast, a local curio dealer who possesses a strange effigy of a gruesome monstrosity. Let's just
try it again.
Cthulhu to get you to undertake this journey. Randall presents you with an offer you can't refuse or pronounce, which comes in the form of various tasks, special side objectives that you'll work to complete during the Drowned City campaign.
You know, I've noticed they keep using that offer you can't refuse. I mean, what are they going to bring the Godfather in here?
That's right.
It's an offer you can't refuse. Yeah. Similar to the specialist cards from the Investigator expansion, these tasks are thematically tied to your investigator's traits, and you choose one to pursue over the course of the campaign. You can technically choose any task for your investigator, but each task recommends investigators of a specific class or with specific traits. For example, the task No Place Like Home is recommended for Survivor, Drifter, Hunter, or Wayfarer investigators.
Or Dorothy.
Yeah. While the task Do Not Harm is recommended for Assistant, Civic, Medic, Veteran, Warden, or Dirk, because we don't want to harm me. As you play each scenario,
have to do no harm.
Oh, well, no, forget that then.
Yeah.
As you play each scenario and make certain story decisions between them, you'll gradually mark off progress for your task in the campaign log. Do so enough times and you can complete your task, earning yourself a nice reward from Tillinghast.
Huh.
Ooh, I wonder if you can do more than one if you finish one.
I don't know.
I mean, I wonder
It's
they're
also
probably not going to be simple. It's probably going to take an entire
probably,
campaign.
I was thinking it's kind of like the seeker artifacts, sometimes that you get where you have to not note something in your log, to purchase the upgrades.
Yeah, it
One of
takes
the-
you
one of our
takes you a while to get them.
well, sometimes you get them done on the first scenario. Okay, so they got a special little logo here. It looks like. All right.
Oh, are all the weaknesses, all the tasks weaknesses? This one is.
Yeah.
All right, three. Zip.
Oh, no place like home. Task incomplete. Oh, they're probably double-sided. Oh no, I don't know if they're weakness. It might go in your deck. I don't know. Permanent uses 8 discoveries.
Oh, it doesn't go in your deck. It's permanent.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, maybe they're double-sided. When you reveal a location, remove 1 discovery from no place like home. When the game ends, if there are 1 per investigator or fewer discoveries on no place like home in your campaign log, mark 1 progress under this task.
Oh wow! So you've got to do that. Oh, so you definitely want to be on the go if you're.
Oh yes, you want to be the one that reveals locations for this particular one.
Oh, but there are certain.
It's really good for
to do that.
Yeah,
So,
but for seekers, yeah, there's people that want this. Yeah, so if you discover, since we play 2 players right now because James is gone, if you discover 2
no,
or fewer,
no, you have to. You start with 8. So we have to. You would have to.
Oh, there has to be.
You would have to discover 6.
Oh wow. Yeah, you're right, because you need to get it down to 6 or 7.
And there are scenarios in certain games or whatever that
There aren't
don't
even
have that
6
many.
locations. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So
And you only mark 1 progress. Who knows how many progresses you need? Oh wow, and it's
okay. So this isn't going to be as easy as I maybe thought it might be. Well, I didn't think it was going to be easy, but this might be harder than
all
I
right.
thought.
Well, this is the one you wanted.
Do no harm. Can you save it? Probably not. Not if it's me. So this is it does look like they're all weaknesses, at least on this side. You're right. They probably do flip because they're permanent. So they probably do flip. So this one's got 5 obligations. As a reaction, after you heal damage or horror from an investigator or ally asset, remove 1 obligation. When the game ends, if there are no obligations on this, mark a progress counter. So, oh wow. Oh, geez.
Well, I mean, that's a good one for Vincent, the doctor.
Yeah, but oh wow.
You have to build
You know what, though?
You have to have a lot of healing in your deck.
So guarantee yourself. Well, the other problem is you got to have somebody you can heal.
Yeah,
That you're around. That you
from
can
an
heal.
investigator or ally.
So you give yourself 2 trauma to start the game.
Like
You're
you always
guaranteed
do.
to have a couple.
Yeah.
And I never start a game with trauma.
No, never.
No, I never do that. I always do that, folks. I always do that.
Oh, wait. Okay, so this is no place like home, the weakness side, and now so these are
okay.
These must be double-sided then, because here's the task completed.
Wait, go back. I'm gonna listen. So
What number?
go back to the no place like home. Go back to lost and uncertain. If you know no place like home, lost and uncertain, it actually changed the subtitle.
Where your heart is. Okay.
Home is where the heart is.
Task completed, permanent. Unless this task has been completed, it enters play with its weakness side face up. Okay, so they are double-sided. You may take an additional action during your turn, which may only be used to move. Okay.
Oh wow, they're also situational.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's a good one. But,
that's a good one
yeah.
for seekers.
Yeah.
They want, especially when you got that field work where you get to like investigate when you move to and reveal a location, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's I got like a Kate deck right now that utilizes that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's it.
So it sounds like to be able to pull these off, you've got to kind of build toward them a little bit to be able to pull them off easier. But once you do it, it sounds like they're actually just improving that even further.
Right. And I think these are just for this Drowned City camp.
Oh wait, didn't we have one more, or did they only show the other side of one of them?
No, that was number 8. That was
So
18
see if they
and
had the
18.
oh, they don't have the other side of the do no harm. Okay, so we only get to see what the reward is on one of them.
Yeah, earning yourself a nice reward. Oh, okay, that's the
Yeah.
That's the link for that. Okay. All right, some more cool art. Not sure what that is.
Okay, having Telegas clear your debts and resolve all of your problems is pretty compelling, but exploring Raya isn't exactly a walk in the park. Each step you take is hounded by deadly traps, twisted monsters, and a ton of seawater. I almost read that a sweater. And those are just the dangers you face while wandering about the ancient city. When you arrive there, you must choose which direction to explore from the east or the west. This changes the order and setup of each scenario, which can drastically alter the events of the expedition itself. During your exploration, you'll need to search for artifacts and decipher alien glyphs. And while dealing with the unique challenges that present themselves, all while dealing with unique challenges that present themselves based on the direction you choose to explore from. Wow.
As you explore, you and your companions feel a growing sense of dread, like something enormous is about to happen. All of this is slowly building up to the inevitable reveal of the monstrous sleeper himself, Cthulhu. So going east to west or west to east, so it's kind of like Hemlock Vale, where you got to choose, and a scenario got harder if you did it on day 3 versus day 1. So, if you did the one to the directly east first, it probably easier, than if you circled around and got to it, towards the end of the campaign.
Yeah, and I wonder.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, and I wonder if the city's going to be maze-like or something too. Maybe that might change the maze.
Or there's a map or something
Yeah.
that shows you what's connected, kind of like Scarlet Keys or something, Okay. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty.
like the artwork on this one. Ooh,
The big bad, great old one, is naturally the final boss of the Drowned City campaign expansion,
I would hope so.
and final for the game. And what a
No. We don't want this. We want more content.
That's true, we do. And what a final boss he is. The investigators of Arkham have dealt with large monsters before, but never has such a massive and destructive abomination threatened the city at such a colossal scale before. Cthulhu's so big that you have to fight each part of him separately,
Oh no.
all while desperately trying to mitigate the damage to the city as much as possible. It's a losing battle from the get-go, since Cthulhu casually floods any location he walks into, leaving all of Arkham a soaking, smoldering ruin. All I have
Use
to
our flood tokens again.
maybe all I have to say is get him, Ray.
Well, it looks like there's a bunch of fire, so the flood might be a good thing, right?
Maybe doesn't say anything about flood tokens. Um,
Well, it said he casually floods.
yeah, I
That's
mean,
what I'm basing that on.
it could use the flood rules, I suppose.
Okay, what can a handful of mere investigators do against such a powerful being?
Yeah,
Your chances of stopping him are slim to none. But for the sake of Arkham and the world, you have to try. No matter the outcome, one thing is clear: Arkham will never be the same.
all right, one last job. With the threat of Cthulhu looming over Arkham and the fate of the city resting in your hands, the Drowned City Investigator expansion and Drowned City Campaign expansion both serve as essential additions to the collection of any fan. Look forward to taking on the iconic Big Bad himself with when these expansions arrive in February and March of 2025. And you can pre-order your own copy of the Drowned City Investigator expansion, Drowned City Campaign expansion,
Yada, yada, yada.
yada, yada, yada. Oh, there's a PS.
Oh, what? Oh. Eager for more? The Forbidden Visions of Lucius Galloway by Carrie Harris is a direct tie-in novel to The Drowned City. The novel releases in November. Ooh, I wonder if they're gonna do like
Investigate.
promos with the novel.
They haven't. I mean, maybe that'd be cool, but
That would be so cool.
they haven't done that for
I know they
quite
probably
a few
haven't.
years.
That would be cool. It doesn't say anything about it, so probably
Yeah.
I don't know, but that would be kind of cool.
They did say there'll be more information coming, so with the other investigators and stuff.
So when Inspector Lucius Galloway earns a prestigious position translating as
Investigator,
what do they say?
inspector,
Same difference.
yeah, not the investigator.
A position translating a strange book at Harvard University. See, translating. He's got to translate what I say. See, just like you're doing for me. He's suddenly thrust into a mystery teeming with terrifying cultists and sanity-shattering nightmares. Haunted by dreams of horrors lurking beneath the waves, Lucius must do everything in his power to stop those desperate to awaken an ancient evil, which threatens to transform the world forever. Dun, dun, dun!
Yes, I didn't realize I was bilingual, English and Dirk. Dirk is Turkeys. All right. So yeah,
Dirk is a second language.
Dirk is the
DSL.
second one. Yeah, so the artwork looks amazing.
Yeah, I like this artwork.
And we,
Although all the fire is a little discerning
well, yeah,
in the artwork. It's a lot of fire.
yeah, it's kind of like it's almost like they took a scene from Lord of the Rings and replaced Small with Hulu.
Okay, maybe the buildings are a little different too.
Yeah, a little more modern. I like the Mr. Burns here.
Yeah, I mean, I actually like the stained glass in the background too.
Agatha with two different.
That one's kind of interesting. I'm kind of I am a little bit interested to see what her build looks like.
Yeah.
To see if it's the exact same build. Other,
No, they mentioned,
well,
they said that
no, I mean, but you're either building an investigate or a
different deck building elements. They say so. There's some different elements.
Well, yeah, but is that the fact whether which class you're building? Is that the only difference? Is that the different element?
Yeah. Well, I would assume that
I'm figuring whichever if you play
you probably can only go
Yeah.
to level 5 Seeker. If you want level 5 Seeker cards, you have to pick this. If you want level 5 Mystic cards, you pick this.
right, but I'm thinking you get like a handful of crossover cards or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like here you get for the Scott for the Seeker you get like 5 spell. This is a guess. Totally guess 5.
You could choose
Because
5
they
of the
did
other 5,
Yeah, they've used 5 before, so that's what I'm thinking.
like the Dunwich Flat 5
Yeah.
or something. Yeah. And our one-armed bandit here. I mean,
He's
one
not a bandit. He's a
guardian.
drifter.
She's a
He's
guardian.
an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur. You'd think that sounds more like that would be a rogue, but no.
Yeah. But she's mainly going for events. So, yeah, it's so unfortunately she's using one-handed weapons more than the
Yeah, no hammers.
Well, you just have to you can only the only way you're going to play the hammer is to have like a bandolier or something. Um and then you have to find it just so you can use it. That would kind of suck if you wanted to go two-handed.
True, yeah, because it says one fewer slot. It doesn't say that she can only use one-handed.
Right. So the bandolier gives you one extra hand slot.
Yeah.
Or the upgraded one gives you 2 extra hand slots. So
Can you imagine what that would actually look like, though? Somebody like trying to swing around that giant hammer with the bandolier.
it's well, it's
You just have it like lodged in there. It just
she's got it like a sling or something, I guess. I don't know, or she's got it hooked in her jacket, I guess. I don't know. It's sort of like
they got some interesting elements on some of these builds.
it's sort of like in Barkham, where the Rex Murphy dog could use 4 paws, so he could have two shotguns or something, It's like doesn't have to make sense.
I don't know. My favorite Barkham was
I do like
was
this
Duke.
picture. Yeah, Duke.
Duke. The fact no cats at all. Not even in the artwork.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I want a shirt.
And his pet human, I think
I think his name is I don't
I think his name is Pete.
Pete. Yeah, Pete.
Yeah, wow, you don't even remember Ashcan Pete, you only remember him as Duke. Duke's buddy.
Duke's pet.
Yeah, oh, that one, it sure is. Okay, yeah, so that looks very interesting. So we got to wait till February or March. So this will be the first campaign, I guess, that we'll do without James. And
Oh yeah, I know. Well, maybe we'll have to see if we can get him on a stream or something.
yeah, or get him to fly in for a couple
Yeah, right.
for a couple months. Hey, James, why don't you come back to Oregon?
Skip the flying for the weekend. We'll run the whole campaign.
Oh God, in one weekend?
No sleep.
Wow, I don't know if I could pull that off, but anyways, so yeah, so thank you for watching, everyone. Let's go back to the oops. Let's see if I can get this to come back easily. Nope, I guess I can't. I was gonna try to bring it back full screen, but it is not,
It's not cooperating
it is not cooperating.
or corroborating.
There you go. All right. So yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe. Hey everyone. If you want to see more videos, there's one over here, one over here, and you can subscribe down here. Thank you.